Welcome on into the new world here in Dominion for From Day One. Episode 26, Part 1. As always, we start with the mailbag. So let's hit that. And we have 5 summoning spears for the Titans. Grab some keys, some experience potions, the hearts that we had sent out at the last episode, and our other goodies. Alrighty. How many eggs do we have? Because you want to get up to 15, but you got to do them at least in 5 to get any value. So we have 2. Not worth touching at the moment. Special event category. Let's see what we have there for us. Today's gift of cash money. We'll definitely take. Skin sale, of course, gives you your 50s. Well, there they are. Today's second win brought to you by more Yasmin Stones. Holiday, none of the days, but every day. We have 1 pet gift. Some baubles. Bauble prizes, that is. Thank you. The new is Spirit. That gets us 5, 10, 15, 20, and all 25. Alrighty. And is there anything on the other? Yep, there is. Waiting for the holidays. 250 more baubles. Baubles, whatever you wish to refer to them as. Today's astral prizes for the Astral Season. We have support hero skills, damage done in the dungeon. 5 times using tank. That's all that we have. So support hero. 5 times. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Healing beam can go to 15. And that should turn that button green. Moves the experience up to 7,500. Alrighty, off to the Tower of Happiness. You know, I just thought that probably isn't counting to the task. And yeah, no it ain't. Okay. So even though you can skip, you can always fight the lower fights. And especially before 26. Neat little trick here is you can actually go and burn off the completion bars. Without much of a negative for doing so. Because if you stupid cars zipping outside. If you do go ahead and do a skip afterwards, you automatically get put back to full bars. I guess that's my downfall for doing the last few days of this series all in the middle of the evening and overnight. You don't have cars, and now taping part one today of this, like at about 11 a.m. in the morning. Wasn't the best schedule to be on, but when episodes had to get done, they had to get done, regardless of when that episode had to be taped. So we move on to 7. Remember, we need 5. We've done 2. These lower levels are the ones that are the easiest to fight, as the tower gets harder as you go higher towards level 50. Light mode always does heal for Celeste. Hence the white ball on top. And there goes Arachne. Treasure chest at 8 gets us some gold money. Number 9, we will take the fight again. And the thing is, once you actually go in and tout the fight instead of skip, if after seeing what it's going to give you, you decide you don't want to, you can always still go back and click the skip button, and it will still skip the level. Just because you decide to hit the fight button doesn't mean, well, now you're screwed and you have to, type situation. There goes Galahad, Nebula Thea, Ginger, and Astrid Luca. Another treasure chest on 10. If I'm count right, I think we have one left, but let's just make sure we can jump out to see. Yep, and it's 4 out of 5. So we go in, do one more actual fight. Everybody's blue, so again, the last rights ability will not be there for Astaroth. And again, even though 3 of these fighters have half yellow bar, the major thing we're going to want to make sure coming out of this fight is that the actual power bars, the energy, the health, is there. As long as that's there, as soon as we do a skip, we'll get the yellow bars back. Goodbye, Astaroth. And we got her before she can fire. Alright. So we'll take our victory. The 3 happy stars of happiness. Up to 12. Take our magic shield. Move on up. 13, we'll do a skip, because I just want to show you all. 14, we'll take our treasure chest. And we get the candle of the wind. 15, I'm going to show fight, even though we're going to do it Because if you take a look, now everybody again has their yellow bars back. Still click or skip because we're still within 26. And boom, you're back to skipping. Get some hearts for 16. Currently on purple level items, which is good. We're not quite at a point where we need orange level items quite yet. Take some armor increase, please, por favor. Thank you. On to 19 as the 4 out of 5 ladies marches on. Well, I said nexters to have them march on. Here we go to 19. Skip to our loo. And on 20, the treasure chest will provide tower coins. 21. Skip 22. We have some gold money. 23. And gold gets to be a very, very interesting little dichotomy in this game. In the very early sections of the game, you usually have more than enough gold for whatever you need to do. In the middle game, gold becomes extremely scarce. You're basically robbing Peter to pay Paul, trying anything to do with gold. Then, towards the end of the game, you start swinging back the other direction where, oh, gold's easy again. Into the extreme end, when you're really having to spend, and gold once again becomes an issue. So we'll take our 350 for that event. That'll move us to 100 points of 1,000 for going to 36. It also gives us a prize of 25 olivers. So there we are. Let's take a look at the guild tree. Remember, we did join this guild in part 3 last night. And there they are, tree at level 60, 74% complete. Winterfest presents, aka the presents of the winter. And we have Wendy giving us 1,000 pet foods. Nigo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correct, and I apologize to the New World if I'm not. Giving us 1 pet summoning chest and 3 eggs. Baba Yaga with 3,000 pet foods. Wendy has a couple more levels. 500 essence coins and a big money black ball. 250 tower coin and a black ball. And in the skin world, Baba Yaga gives us a winter skin for Arachne. Arachne, if you'd be so kind and not be shy, go ahead and, model your skin, please. Oh, women. Gotta be shy, not wanting to show off their new outfits. We'll give her about another 15 seconds, see if she decides to come on and show. Leave it to women to be fashionably late. as the glowing disco ball of Dominion shines out without her actually being out to show off her skin. Well, I do apologize, folks. Doesn't look like she's gonna come out to show us. But it is a health-based skin for Arachne. So if we go over here, down to heroes, oh, we have Peppy. Pepe Le Pew gets to come out now to be a hero. And Arachne. There she is in her Winterfest Sunday best. And we will actually go ahead and give her a Winterfest boost. Let me check the little, oh, it's a private message on the Booble. Oh, there is a lot of messages. We'll have to be reading that afterwards. That's from the Guildmaster of this New World Guild. Alright, let's actually take a look at the expeditions. That's a good thing to do. The reason I say check a look at it afterwards, it's not really something we need to take time while we're actually taping an episode to do. And there's some prizes from the Trial of the Mind. So that will now take us to the Dark Divine City of Angels for our Trial of Bravery. And let's claim a few of these prizes. It reminds me I'll have to probably go and adjust the heat after this episode. It's getting nippy that in here. Problem when you have a good old house, usually it either is really, really, really cold or really, really, really hot, and not much in between. Merchant, and summon. Manuscript of the Void. So we got the upgrade to hero, do some expeditions, level up an artifact, tower chest, and full of goodies. Thank you. Okay. We at least have 5 eggs now. Okay, we are. So let's go to the pet summoning task. Now, yes, you do want to get 15 done before the end of the day to maximize your Winterfest task. But it needs to be done at least 5 up front. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alrighty, up to the world of the fights. We'll do your 10 big money black balls. Get our Altar of the Elements prizes. Titan artifacts to get our 400 coins. Okay. Gift of the Elementals. Today brought to you by More Elementals. A crummy movie that some days might be interesting to somebody. More Elementals. Okay, there's your triangle. Three chests in the Sioux City lands, aka Outlands. Going to the outhouse in the middle of winter, 20 below, if you were back on the prairie. Okay, not a pleasant thought to have to do. Sorry, fans of Little House on the Prairie. The Wilder kids must have really loved having, use the facilities in the middle of January. Alrighty, so today's prizes in that land include some skin stones. In the Caves of Despair for Alicia the Weaver. A furry's, I guess, really dark dream of Alicia the Weaver spider. Said the spider to the fly. Her chest for the Sunday has 50 strength stones. And finally from Roll the Conqueror in the Enslavers Camp. He will have for us today an Android phone that just wants to keep beeping, I guess. Well, the Android phone says it's fully charged, though. Screw it, I don't need to leave it connected. And today's prize is 3 straight skin stones, no outland coins, for anyone involved in the outland. So we will take some coins, some multicolor coins, some more pet food, Titan food, and a little bit of money. Alrighty. So, as we go to the heroes of Dominion. that actually a valid plus for you, Kira? Actually, that is a valid plus. Okay. Alrighty. Well, you got a ability. Walk you up to 66. Excuse me, just a quick second. When temperature is only 15 degrees outside, and it feels like there's no insulation. A runny nose will get to you. Alrighty. Astroff, if we can ever get you summoned here. Your items, it is. Alright, we need one giant slayer. So let's start in the soul of the volcano. Go ahead and give us a shot both at the item, as well as a skin stone. And I forgot to readjust the volume, so we have none for the fight. We'll put the fight on hyper mode just to get through it then, and we'll adjust the audio afterwards. As a result, absolutely nothing. Thing is, you gotta go all the way out though to be able to get to it. Settings. Alright. Back to the fight. And we need just one blade. Let's try it again. Soul of the volcano. This time, ladies and gentlemen, with vigor. And we get the heart, the hero skinstone, but not the giant slayer. One more shot, so back to the fight we go once again. And the fight is over. Again, we get the heart, but no. And of course, Wendy's got to try to pull us in for her Rarity Fair. A place where somebody can spend valuable emeralds for not so valuable items. Alrighty, so we have another skinstone attempt while getting our giant slayer. This one from chapter 6. Let's begin. Hero Skinstone, but no Giant Slayer. So round number 2 we go. And this fight is over. And still no Giant Slayer. I think the game's just starting to piss me off now. Alright, let's do this one on turbo mode. And we still get the hero skin, but still, once again, no Giant Slayer. So, Heart, Giant Slayer, and the recipe are on offer. Let's see, though, if we can pull the right set of offers. finally get our giant slayer. Now to the other half of that connection, we need to have the dragon shield recipe. For that, we start at basalts. Let's see if we can get our pull. And we do go ahead and get a shield. The recipe, that is. Well, while we're pulling it, we definitely ain't going to stop it. So let's head back to basalts again and see if we can get another one. Alrighty. Well, I'm looking through the old archive of Art Bell interviews from both Coast to Coast and Midnight in the Desert for part 3 tonight. Didn't really want to run 2 time traveling interviews back to back, but I do get struck, especially towards the last half of his career, on just how much he really did love the topic of time travel. So I'm actually going to throw it open to you all if there is any specific interview that you remember in Art Bell's career that you would love to hear on the late night overnight part 3 editions of From Day One. Shoot us a message at gcheroWars@gmail.com or just down in the comments at the bottom of the videos. We'll be more than happy to listen to you, and if we do have the particular episode, get it, rack it, and queue it for later part 3. Now, one thing I did want to go through, especially since you've seen in the last few days here, is how guild wars actually happen. And there isn't one going on right now, as you can see. The next war starts in about a day and 3 hours. There are 4 leagues that do fight. And it starts down here at the bottom with the qualifying league. So if I move it down there. Now these are basically every guild starts here. And it's the only league that has a weird scoring system. Takes the score times the number of players in the guild to come up with some weird scoring. Because if you take a look here at previous week scoring for the qualifying league, so for top scores were 343,000 for Yellow Monkey, 330,000 for heck. Okay, yeah, again, I write better Cyrillic than ever saying it. I never said I was a good pronunciation of Russian. On this particular server right now, there's 100 guilds stuck in qualifying hell. This is like being in, like, say, independent baseball here in the States, where you're not even really good enough to be in the farm system for the major leagues. Each week, the top 6 teams out of here get to fight the bottom 6 from the Bronze League, which is a 30-team league. So those top 6 we were looking at would end up fighting 50-25, Shoten, Peanut VIP, Shadow Hunter, Fire, and 6 Nines in reverse order. So number 1 of the qualifying league takes on the bottom here, second, third, fourth, and so on. During those are the Saturday demotion/promotion fights. If the lower league wins, the lower league moves up to the next league while the upper league drops down in each week. And that happens in everything between the qualifying bronze, the bronze silver, and the silver gold. Now, speaking of bronze, this is the first that has the normal scoring system that's actually used for all 3 bronze, silver, and gold leagues. 15 members of the guild fight to go ahead for the honor of each particular guild. You fight for 5 days, and the determination of whom you fight is supposed to be balanced, at least for the first 4 days. So, in other words, if you fight, say, a ranked 29th team on day 1, you should have probably like a 13th on day 2 type thing. There is a chart, and I'm just a little lazy. I didn't have them up ahead of time because it was just something I thought of to go through. But it is something special on a first playthrough again of a deal, especially if you're coming new to Hero Wars. You do need to know about Guild Wars because they will come into play. Even if you don't hit it immediately when you join a guild, you will sooner or later. Because either you're going to need to fight for your guild or you're going to need to earn for your guild. And we'll get to that earning here in just a bit as well. Now, here, the top 4 guilds. So for last week here, it had been Korean Hero, another Russian, Umboshi, and Fly by Night get to be in the promotion battle, and they fight the lowest 4 in the Silver League. This is only a 10 league team, even though there's only 6. Oh, okay, there it goes. So those 4 that we saw fought Guardians, Arden Bande, Demon Slayer, and a Russian. guild. And again, if the lower ranked bronze team wins, they move up to silver, and the higher ranked silver falls into bronze. Now, a similar again type scoring system where everybody supposedly fights about even here in silver happens each week. Here, though, only the top 3 guilds. So in our case here, Hikari, China #1, and Fire of Japan get to advance, and the French guild that I had recently left, Destructor, was just on the outside, not getting in. They get to fight the bottom 3 of the 6th team Gold League. This is kind of like the major leagues of Guild Wars. Your silver being kind of like the AAA farm system, and your bronze would probably either be either AA or single A. So those 3 that we mentioned had to fight off against Avengers, Legion, and Phoenix Rising. And again, if the silver won, silver moves up to gold, gold falls to silver. And we can actually take a look as we go to current week. No, that's qualifying league. We don't need to see that far down. So China moved up. Hikari moved up. Don't see the Russians. So 2 silvers did move up last week. So these are the 6 that are going to be fighting this week in the top guild fights on this server. The New World. It's a brave new world for the Krakens. Gold, Coal, Avengers, China #1, and Hikari. Now, with 6, this will actually be a full round robin tournament where everybody will fight everybody else in the league one time during the week. So say on Monday we face Cole. Then Tuesday you might get the Avengers. On Wednesday you might get Gold. On Thursday you might get Hikari, and you might end the week at China #1. And again, the top 3 don't have to worry about fighting for their honor. The bottom 3 would be in a demotion battle against a Silver League team to keep their spot. Now, you might go, why even bother with these things? And the real reason is the prizes. Yes, prizes. So, for instance, if we go down to the bottom league, of course, the qualifying league, 6 again have a chance to promote. Weekly rewards for winners is 30. That's actually for everybody. Daily rewards, if you win, you get 15. If you're part of the team that wins, 30. If you lose, 3 for everybody. That's regardless if you fought or not. And if the teams draw, aka perfect even score, then it's 7. These are all bronze medals. Next, in the bronze league, daily rewards first. Participants, aka just people in the guild of the winning guild, get 30. If you actually fought, you get 60. Losing guild gets 7 per person. Draws get 15. Now with 30 teams there are actual rankings. So the top 6 will get 150 medals. 7 through 12 will get 120. 13 18th will get 100. 19th to 24th will get 80. And 25th to 30, remember that's the motion rank, will get 60. Though that's the group that has to fight the upcomers here from the qualifying league. Now, in Silver League, we get something a little different. Notice the medals colors change. Members of the guild who win get 20 each. If you fought, you get 40. Losers get 10, and if it's a draw, it's 15. Now, with 10 teams. Top 2 teams get 200 bronze and 150 silver. Third and fourth get 180 bronze, 120 silver. Fifth and sixth get 160 bronze, 100 silvers. 7 eighths get 140 bronze, 80 silver. And 9 tenths gets 120 bronze, 60 silver. And remember, those bottom 2 ranks are the ones that are going to be in play for demotion. And finally, up on the top, the tippy top, the Happy Land, the Gold War League. Here, if you're part of the winning guild, you get 20. If you fought, you get 30, and these are gold medals. Losing team gets 10 per, and if it's draw, it's 15. Now, out of the 6, top team gets 200 bronze, 150 silvers, and 60 golds. Also, everybody's going to get 200 bronzes, so I'm not going to bother with them. Everybody else gets 150 silver, so we won't bother that. It's 50 gold for second, 45 for third, 40 for fourth, 35 for fifth, and 30 for sixth. Remember, top 3 don't have to fight. The bottom 3 do fight for their life. Now, there is one other little caveat for Gold League. Remember I told you in Bronze and them that you're fighting with 15 of your members, and guilds are capped at 30 members. Gold puts a little extra push to you, as if you remember we've shown from when we fought on the server and actually also over in the Krakens, which hasn't quite been gold. Here, there are a few extra spots on the map. That's because gold teams have to fight with 20 members. So as you see, there's one extra in each of these, one extra in the Foundry and the Elementals, one extra bridge member, more here on the Bastions and Gates, and 7 members back in the Citadel. If you take a look. Now, if at any point you ever have nobody that you can fill with, then you go ahead and actually automatically lose points for that position. Now, the other role, if you don't be a member of the Guild War, is to be a member of the activities. Now, there are 2 deals here. The activities, basically, that's your contribution when you're basically doing your campaigns, doing certain missions, like you can do your glyph for 700 once a day. You can also sell off extra items. See here in the exchange. You can sell off extra items to earn up to 2,000 points for the activity for your guild. These trigger for these points here. Now these medals here, the purple ones, that's what you get when the guild hits those numbers: 12.5, 27.5, 45, and 65,000 respectively. 4, 5, 6, and 7 of the Great Enchantment rune. The guild itself gets the 1, 2, 3, and 5 presents. These presents are able to be doled out by the guild master on whatever system they've decided to do. But it is a good thing to do so, and there is actually a table that shows those activities. As for instance, in the New World here, Baba Yaga has over 69,000 activity for the week, especially on a 56K yesterday. Jedi in second, Fire in third, only Shi, Baram, Ego, and Taiwan bringing up the rear. The rear of the top, that is. Nothing negative. Now, Titanite, this is when you go into the guild dungeon. And that also tracks on a weekly rotational basis, just like the activity does. Now, this is again where you get the 1x rewards for the first time for a fight that you've already fought, 2 times rewards for new fights that you haven't fought before. So when you're farming for Titanite, it definitely gets to play where you do not want to have to only go halfway through round 10 and run out of strength to be able to finish, because then those will only be at 1x on the next day, not maximizing the Titanite you can earn. Unfortunately for me, since we hopped, those stay with the other tribe, so it is going to take a day or two until my number starts showing decently here. But that's where it is, and most guild members are going to fall into at least one of those 2 categories, either being a fighter for the guild wars or a earner for the guild in activity and Titanite. My apologies again, something I hadn't planned. Taping live to tape, sometimes not the absolute best for flow and continuity, but well, it happens. Alrighty, so we're 1187 of 1680. Getting close, but not quite there to our level 67. Now we know we can Astaroth to level 2 because he is definitely in the rarity fair at the moment. Yeah, we're not going to spend 4,700 on that, sorry. Okay. Soul Stop time. We get to turn in the extra Yasmin souls, 4 coins, 38 at 100 per, gets you 3,800. So those go now into the purple Soulstone coin bank. And we now have the Soul Stop. Soul Shop. Soul Stop makes it sound like it's one of those gas stations like Come and Go or 7-Eleven. Here you get 1 hero that always plays, and that's Jet. You need 30 to summon him at 1,000 per one. Question here, though, is you don't always get a shot to get the maximum stones. It rotates between 1, 3, and 5. In addition, you can always pick up 3 huge experience potions at 270 for the 3 each day, 2 purples, and 2 orange. Items today, the purples are Giant Slayer and Pastor Seals, with the orange being the same thing, the Unity of Extremes recipe. But that shop is available as well. Siren Song recipe. Fine, we'll take it. Okay, that actually lets us have that. That lets us have that. And that gives us a talisman. Astaroth is 1 away. Back to the Dragon Shield recipe, my friend. Alright, chapter 7 we go to. Let's see if he can pull himself 1 step closer. Currently 7 away from getting his purple promotion. dice for the particular prize. Back to basalts instead of the training fields. Let's see if we can pull one there instead. So, Astaroth, Yasmin, not Maya, Kira, Arachne with her winter coat, and Celeste with nice pet Oliver in tow. Let's see, can you bring us our prize? And you get the Sacred Rosary, but not our shield. We'll try one more time to see if we can bring the right prize home. And we actually do get our shield. So right when I was just about to give up on her, she actually pulls the prize. So let's try again. See if we can make it 2 in a row. Alright, let's power up with some of the skill points we have available. No, we're not going to spend to get more skill points. That would be foolish. Alrighty, holiday every day. We have two categories. The first of the pet summonings, the searching for secrets. We get our first half of the tower prizes. And the tree music. And with that music chiming is where we will bring ahead to end of part 1. Come back later this evening for part 2. Until then, never been a greater day to have a great new world to release the Krakens. See you later tonight.